Thanks for joining us.
If you're joining us. If you are, pretty excited for you. Because this one's called Tan, Tired, and Ticked Off.
Yep.
We're going to give it a couple minutes here.
We can talk a little.
Okay, we can talk a little. I should have called it Tired, Tan, and Ticked Off.
Is that the order?
Because I'm tired right now. So
we'll explain the title in a little bit.
If anybody joins. If not,
yeah,
we're going to make this a quick Sunday video.
It's late. I know we have some fans on the East Coast. It's 9 p.m. there. So if you guys do end up joining us, sorry about that. Greg worked
skyrocketing
till 5.
I did.
So Greg worked today. We both worked. I worked too, but he had to actually physically be at work till 5, which is why this is late. But yeah, we'll probably not go super long because we don't want to keep you guys up past your bedtime.
Yeah, so as always with our lives, if you have any questions, put them in. You're going to be able to see them there?
Uh-huh. Scott says, good evening, guys.
Okay, so I don't have the computer out tonight because...
It's probably for the best because you get distracted.
Oh, that's another thing. So we said 10, tired, and ticked off. And the ticked off, one thing I'm ticked off, we ran our fan. So we were learning about battery power here. We have 400 amp hours of AGM batteries, which means we have 200 amp hours of usable battery power. And we ran it for 12 days straight when we were in Cabo this last couple weeks. And we were pretty much parked under a tree, literally like parked in the tree. So we were only getting morning sun. And we ran our fan in the fridge the whole time. And we drained our battery to 50%, which is normal. But it finally got there. And now we're playing catch up because it's been cloudy. So we're trying to get it recharged all the way.
Yeah. I think we'll get there, but it's just hard when you only have like 3 to 4 hours of direct sunlight a day. The rest of the time it's like foggy in the morning, and then after 3 or 4 it's just like too much of a low angle. Our solar panels are also filthy, so we need to clean them. But hi Overland Uncharted. Hey guys. We are back. Thanks for joining us.
Scott, you said we can plug into Cousin's house juice. Little known secret.
That'd be nice.
We did not set the van up to be able to plug in because we like to be off grid, so we can't plug in. I guess I could get like a trickle charger and literally connect it to the batteries, but we don't have a way to hook up to shore power because we shouldn't really need to, other than this one time.
Theoretically. Really, we should have just not parked under the tree, but it was like
it was free parking
at the airport. But yeah, I think it'll be okay. I think it's just gonna take maybe a day or 2 more to get us back up to full charge. So
I wonder if we're blurry for everybody. We look good on our screen, but then we look blurry on this screen. So let us know if we're blurry or not.
Carpe diem. Amy and Troy, Western New York will be cloudy until March. Oh, bummer.
I hope. Is that where you are? If so, I feel for you.
There are East Coast fans. I didn't realize weather was so cloudy and cold there. I hope you guys make it through the winter okay.
We have 200 watt panels, so 400 watts on the roof and 400 amp hours of AGM. I'm stunning. I know.
Stunning.
Thank you guys.
You're so lovely.
I would assume that we're not blurry then. Thanks. All right. A couple things to talk about. Freezing rain in Chicago. I heard about that. That is crappy. So we were actually in Cabo, and my cousin and her husband were down at the same time, and they're from Chicago, and they said, was that today or tomorrow?
Yeah, Monday today. Or
they
tomorrow.
Said it was supposed to be measurable snowfall.
Yeah, that's a
so
bummer.
Hopefully it doesn't freeze and then dump a bunch of snow.
Stay warm, Scott. That's a bummer. So let's talk about Cabo.
Cabo.
Yeah. So we were there for 12 days. It's really easy to fly down from here because you can take domestic flights in Mexico by using this thing called CBX, which is basically a pedestrian walkway where you cross the border into Tijuana on foot, and then you can fly from Tijuana to Cabo. So it makes flights super cheap, but it does actually lead to some confusion.
Was there confusion?
Yeah, sometimes when you don't
You
know
don't know
what
where you're
forms
supposed
you
to
need
go.
and where you're supposed to go.
Little secret, folks. If you do it, if you go to Mexico, Baja, your little immigration form they give you if you fly down from America is included in your flight price. If you cross via vehicle or the cross-border express like we did and then fly from Mexico, if you're there for more than 7 days, you are supposed to pay, what was $58.50 for 2 of them?
Yeah.
Pay for your immigration sheet. But we did learn when we fly from Tijuana to Cabo and Cabo back to Tijuana, they don't actually look at it. So we did pay for it. It's the nice thing to do. You should pay for it. But
yeah,
little sneaky thing, you might be able to get away with it. And it was, I don't know if she was trying to lead me, because when we were leaving, when they stamp our passport in Mexico, she asked how many days we're staying. I said 12, and she said 7. I said 12. She goes 7, and then I said 12, because I was like, am I not? I don't know.
She spoke well enough.
I'm pretty
English,
sure she knew what I was talking about. I think she was trying to get me to tell her 7, so we didn't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
But then we paid for it. So
lesson learned. Now we can go back.
Yeah, it's good for 180 days. So if you do buy one, tell them they'll put 6 months on it.
Yeah.
So it's good.
So Greg's parents have a timeshare in Cabo, and we use it on occasion. They let us use it this time, but then we also booked 4 nights ahead of time at another resort. And in Cabo San Lucas, it's a really cool town. It used to be more of a fishing village. If you see pictures of it from like the 80s, it's really undeveloped, and it just has grown really fast into this huge tourist destination. So we like to just wander around and look for like the authentic taco stands and street food. And then we go up to the timeshare for our second week and hang out by the pool, which normally we don't do as much as we did this time, but because Greg's cousins were there with the all-inclusive bracelets.
Yeah, we life hacked it. This was another one we're going to share. We'll give you guys a little early notice. Find a friend or family that has the all-inclusive when you get there, and then just use theirs.
Yeah, I'm sure it wouldn't work at every resort. I mean, here I don't know if the bartenders really get paid enough to care, but yeah, we got away with it quite a bit.
Yeah, and I don't think they cared because literally we were, I think they were tipping, and we tipped one day. It was just $5 for every time that they brought us a round of drinks.
Yeah.
And they would order it for us, and then they would hand it to them, my cousin, and then as soon as the guy walked away, they would hand it to us, and then we kind of try to put the cups back, but he would come by and we'd have drinks, so it wasn't a huge deal. And then they ordered us lunch one day, and then we went up and had dinner another night.
Yeah, it
and
worked
drinks.
out.
It worked great. So we scored on that one.
Carpe Diem says, have never been. Did you film down there? Yes. I went through the files today, and we have over 500 files to share. So
I also started, I think, like 4 different videos that really had no planning to them.
Yeah. We'll have to scrap together some storylines for you guys. But yes, we filmed pretty much all the time other than sitting by the pool. So you guys can look forward to some beach days.
Oh, heading in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Flying out of Phoenix. Oh, that was the other life hack.
Let's finish reading the question for everyone else.
Did we have to do any COVID testing? We did not. So being that we walked into Mexico and then flew domestic in Mexico, there was no COVID testing, and because we flew back domestic and then walked across the border again. So no COVID testing for us. I do believe currently if you're flying from Mexico to the United States, so Phoenix, I'm assuming you're coming back to there, you will most likely need to do a COVID test.
The Mexican airlines aren't requiring tests. They're not requiring vaccination cards. So it really just comes down to the airline. I believe the last time we checked, all of the airlines in the States are requiring tests. So I would imagine that's especially true for international flights. But no, we did not have to test, which I think we've gotten enough tests in this year for...
Yeah, we were good. We didn't want to take any. We didn't need to take any more tests.
Getting through Canada and back was plenty.
I do think by default, when my cousin and her husband took their test the day before they came back, they were both negative. So I think we were both negative by default because we've been hanging out with them the whole time.
True. And most resorts, it seems like, have testing stations on site, just to help. It's kind of like an added benefit for their guests. So I would imagine that will as well.
Look into it because it said downtown Cabo, they're charging $130 a test. So check to see if your resort has it, because I think they were only charging like $30 because they want people to come still.
Yeah.
Next question: was alcohol involved? Yeah, I'd say in the last week we drank more alcohol than we literally do in an entire year.
Yeah, it was a good example to me of why we should never do all inclusive.
Yeah, it was an all inclusive
because you feel pressured to drink more and consume more, and I don't have that high of a tolerance because we hardly ever drink. So
we can get antibody tested now. I did what? Right before I started working again, I didn't have any. So
yeah, we got Greg an antibody test before he started working just because we were curious. They said he didn't have any, but
she told me to keep doing what I'm doing because we're doing good and not getting sick.
Yeah, who knows? Overland Uncharted, yes, we did outsmart the Rona to a certain extent. You know, I was honestly saying, like, before Greg got the antibody test, I don't know how we haven't gotten it by this point. Like, knock on wood, but seriously.
Don't knock on this wood because it shakes the camera. But another thing for those that are thinking about traveling out of the country, I don't know for sure, but from what I understand is if you are vaccinated, before you fly back, you have to have your test within 72 hours, so 3 days. If you are unvaccinated, it sounds like you have to do it within 24 hours of your return flight. So look into it just to be sure.
And I'm sure it just depends on where you're going, too. Carpe Diem says, in our area of New York, we were back to mandatory masks indoors. How was Mexico?
Mexico's pretty, I would say, strong mask right now.
Yeah, masks pretty much everywhere inside.
Yep, and
on buses and all that.
Yeah, I get yelled at when I went into the OXXO, or 7-Eleven as I call it, but I didn't know. And I got out of the hotel and went straight into there to get a soda, and they yelled, "Cubre boca!" And I said, oops.
Yeah, it was kind of we just didn't think about it, because in Southern California, we haven't been wearing masks the whole time we've been here. Everybody's been, like, pretty much not doing masks at all unless it's by personal choice. So when we got down there, it was the whole time on the airplane, all the buses.
I'm going to slide them back a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting here awkwardly.
Scott says sunlight, vitamin D helps a lot.
Yeah, we got plenty of that.
We definitely are outside quite a bit, so that, I think you're right. I think that does help. But
the other thing,
info about COVID that we want to cover?
So when we went to Walmart down there, they're still doing temperature checks at the door and giving you some hand sanitizer.
Yeah, the major stores and restaurants are still doing that. Cabo Wabo had that too. Scott says, I find the only places with masks is on the coast, east and west. The rest of the country, no masks.
Yeah, I heard LA is like hardcore right now.
Yeah.
We're actually down here in San Diego. They don't seem to care. It's not much masks happening.
Our old county where we used to live, Larimer County in Colorado, is, I think, back to a mask mandate. So it just goes back and forth. That was the funny thing about, like, traveling all summer too, is like you don't really know what to expect until you show up, and then you see whether or not people are wearing masks everywhere. But
yeah.
So that's about COVID, I guess. You want to talk about tacos?
I ate a lot of tacos. So we were trying to make a episode 2 cheap eats Cabo.
Yeah.
I don't know if there were enough clips, but we did try to pick a few places that we had been in the past that we really liked and we didn't use in our first video, because that video actually did pretty good. People were stoked about it. I think it's at like 8,000 views now, which is massive for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we have enough to put another one of those together. And no more drunk golf this time. We didn't have any deals on it, but we talked about it, and I think I convinced the cousin to hopefully meet us again down there and do some drunk golf next time. So we can do that again.
Were there any new taco places that you wanted to share?
Yeah, so we found a guy in a pickup truck We actually saw him on day one and walked by because we were going to get our favorite tacos. And then we saw him again on the last day and stopped. And he has this like, it's just a small pickup truck that he has welded this frame in the back. And then he has a deep fryer and a bunch of trays. And so he had fish, deep fried fish. He had smoked marlin and a bunch of other stuff.
Chicharron,
yeah,
birria, all kinds of good stuff.
We ate with him and he was really good. That was probably the best fish taco I've had in a long time.
Yeah.
We went back to a torta place, which was amazing. That we've been to is a massive torta for what was it, $7?
$7.
So we split it.
Yeah.
Do we have any other new ones? Oh, I bought a gordita, so a sope with refried beans and chicken and lettuce and tomato on top from some lady through a hole in the fence. So that was pretty good. And I think
that might be all the new places.
Yeah, that might have been all the new ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll just have to see what
Lots
we
of
can
food.
piece together.
Neither of us got super sick this trip, so that's good. I think
winning.
We're both a little off though. We've been trying to eat pretty clean up till when we left.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I don't know if that was the best call because going to the street food was kind of rough, but.
Any interest in going further south like Costa Rica? So there's been talks of doing the Pan American highway in the past with some folks. Maybe.
We'd like to. We went to Costa Rica in 2013. And we did it was like the rainforest region around the volcano. But Greg didn't get to do any surfing, and we've talked about maybe checking out Nicaragua with some friends too. So it's definitely on our radar.
Nicaragua may still happen this winter. We're trying to see if we can make that happen.
Yeah.
I literally just told Jess the other day we got a way to blow up the YouTube and Instagram. Don't tell anybody else because I don't think a ton of people will see this. But I told her we need to go buy a Suzuki Jimny, which is basically a Suzuki Samurai new version.
I call it a Barbie Jeep.
Yeah, get a Jimny with a rooftop tent and then do the Pan Am in that thing because it's tiny, it will go anywhere, and it's just really cool. Yeah. It might not be comfortable, but it would be really cool.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted one. So that was a talk we literally had 2 days ago.
Overland Uncharted asked for must-try taco places. So check out if you haven't already, watch our Cabo street food video that we have.
Yeah.
But a quick list would be Tacos May. You can Google map them, and they're our favorite.
Yeah, go there.
Authentic taco place in Cabo. They do what's called tacos de Guistados, which is basically like stewed meat tacos. And that's just kind of like a style in Mexico. So check them out. And then if you walk up that street that Tacos May is on, you'll find all kinds of other like vendors and booths and stuff. We also talk about a birria place. Birria Los Paisas is what it's called. They're in that video as well. They're a really good birria place.
The language can be a barrier at that one, more so than the other.
Yeah, ordering can be challenging there.
But it's good.
Yeah.
And someone did say that they got food poisoning there. They complained on our video, but we have had great success every time. So. And
then Gardenia's is another go-to for fish and shrimp tacos.
Yeah.
If you find the guy in the blue truck,
go to the guy in the blue truck.
The fire station. He's legit. Like, definitely spend the money and go there. He's got some good stuff.
Yeah.
And Carpe Diem says that we're making her want to get out of bed and go get a snack.
No. I don't want to. Yeah, hit the like button, everybody. Thank you.
Google Translate does work pretty well down there usually. And if you learn a couple phrases for tacos, like how much do they cost, or how many pesos, and then like usually I ask if they have a menu. You can ask like, ¿Tienes todos carnes? Which is, do you have all the meats?
Yeah.
because sometimes they run out, so then you want to know what they have left that you can order. And
They'll
a lot of
literally
times,
usually just start showing you them.
Yeah, a lot of times they'll have all these little like pots full of meat, and they'll just start showing you what they look like, and you can pick and point at whichever one looks best. You don't even have to really know how to say it.
Yeah, you just might want to know what they are, because there's tongue, there's heart, there's cactus, peppers. Just it can be random stuff. So if you don't know, use your Google Translate.
But generally speaking, I would say most of the meat is like a beef of some kind, unless you're getting the chicken mole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Any other questions about anything before I tell you a couple more things and then wrap this thing up? You like that? That was pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
You want to tell them why else we're ticked off?
I forgot already.
It's cold here.
Oh, yeah, it's cold, and I had to go back to work.
I shouldn't complain because you guys are all in colder places than we are, but
it was literally Phoenix. Like it was 80 to like 88 every day. No heart.
No heart.
No corazon.
Corazon. Corazon.
So corazon, heart, lengua, tongue.
You probably don't want tripa either.
Yeah, and that's like stomach, intestines, I think.
Yeah.
Those are the three. But cabeza is head, but it's actually like cheek meat from the cow. It's really good. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Are you going back to Alaska soon-ish? Probably not. We might do an Alaska cruise, actually. We've been talking about that. Because I would like to see the Inside Passage. I think it would be really awesome. We wanted to do it actually right when we got back from Alaska, but then we didn't have enough time, and there was a bunch of COVID mess going on.
None of the cruise ships were running.
So, yeah, we'll have to see about that.
So.
You like the Oregon meat. Yeah. Cool. Anything else?
No, I just didn't know if you want to talk about anything else in Cabo. Beach days. You guys will have to keep an eye out for the video. I'll give you a couple teasers. We ride the local bus to the Walmart to get groceries, which the local bus is essentially a school bus where they've ripped out the seats and put in benches.
Not this time, though. We had a fancy one.
Instead of buying a cooler, we fill up Greg's luggage with ice and take it to the beach for beach day.
And beer. Not
Obviously.
Just ice. We don't just fill it full of ice and go to the beach.
And then...
the Locals Beach. If you guys want to know where the Locals Beach is, don't tell everybody else, but that one it's less crowded. There won't be a bunch of people trying to sell you jewelry and braid your hair and all that stuff over there. And you can swim. It's a sweet spot.
Yeah, and so Overland Uncharted, you guys, if you want some notes of some of these places, just send us a message and we'll send you some pins and stuff. We're happy to share that. That's totally cool. Uber is an option down there.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great question. This is the first year they've actually had Uber down there. We've always had to just walk or take cabs. So, yeah, Uber, it works great and it's cheap.
Couple things, though. They can't pick you up at the airport with an Uber. So you'd have to walk outside of the airport. And another thing we did notice, our second hotel was, I'll call it far from town, which is 10 minutes from town.
Yeah.
Several drivers it would be like, oh, your driver's coming in 5 minutes, and they would cancel on us, and then it would start us over repeatedly. So it could be glitchy with that. I don't know. We've talked about, we got round trip from the airport for $50 each, so $100. And Uber would have been $50, so half price round trip. But I don't know how easy it would have been. So downtown, definitely worth trying it.
What just turned off? Oh, could you hear our fridge that whole time?
Oh, sorry, that was the fridge.
Yeah, the fridge was running.
We usually
it's really blurry now.
We usually turn that down.
He's trying to focus on your hand.
Oh, sorry. We usually turn the fridge down before we turn these lives on. That's funny.
Yeah.
We forgot today. Sorry.
Go back to the beach with the margarita truck. Oh,
ooh,
that was in San Felipe.
Yeah, that's San Felipe. Otherwise.
Yeah, we could drive there though from here. I think it's like 4 hours from here.
Loud.
That's loud.
It's right here though.
That's
it's
crazy.
Not too loud.
I can't believe you could hear that. Are you listening with headphones, Scott?
All right, well, keep them coming. I'm going to talk about something else my ADD has on my mind. little early sneak peek of some giveaways we're going to be doing here soon.
Yeah.
So I've been working the product lines for you guys, trying to get some stuff to give away. So we just got, you guys may have seen our awesome video about the Lucky Cat wireless kids headphones that have light up ears.
These are classic. I'm gonna model them for you guys.
They sent us 2 of those, so we're gonna give one of those away, and then we're gonna give the other one to a friend's kid. They actually sound really good too, other than they max out at 85 decibels, so you don't blow kids' eardrums out.
I was actually, speaking of kids, Overland Uncharted, I want to tell you guys, if you guys get an Uber down there, the cars are all really
they're
small.
tiny.
So you guys have 4 people, I think.
They say they only get 3.
Yeah, but you'll probably be able to fit with the kids.
I think, I'm pretty sure. So, Treb Lab, the Z7 Pro headphones, they just sent us 2 of these. We haven't even opened them yet, but we're going to be doing a product test review of these, and then give 1 pair away, or maybe 2. I don't know. Probably 1. Depends how much we like them. But these guys, we think are going to be pretty sweet because Jess has their wireless Bluetooth headphones.
Yeah, I do like them.
She really likes those, so I have a lot of faith in those. And then this one I'm not giving away, but we just got the Treb Lab speaker. If anybody's looking for a wireless speaker, is the other one up here?
Yeah.
So we bought the UE Mega Boom, and they just sent us this one, which was it's called the HD77, to do a comparison test. This one is pretty expensive. This one's quite a bit cheaper. So if anybody's looking for one, I'm going to be doing a review on this pretty soon. I think we decided, because we took this one to Mexico with us, and it's pretty big, this is going to become our party speaker. This one is for the house. But I'll let you know how it is. And the last thing that I shouldn't even talk about it because it may or may not come, but it should be on the way. We supposedly have 2 RV backup cameras, with reverse cameras with a 7-inch screen. I need to do a review video of that, and then we'll have 1 to give away, hopefully, if they show up.
Scott says that you need to work on a sponsored lithium battery deal.
I know, I do need to do that.
The problem is that the battery companies already have a bunch of people with way bigger followings to give that stuff to.
We're not big enough. They don't care about us that much. But, well, we can talk about our title sponsor. Just for a second, since we're giving all these secrets out.
Yeah, we'll give you guys a sneak peek of our title sponsor for next year.
So, we got a title sponsor for 2022. It's going to be at the beginning of every video. It's just going to pop up before a little hillbilly song does with our intro. But it is Culture Surfboards. So, I bought a surfboard from these guys 2 years ago? Last year. I bought a surfboard from them, I don't know when. Took that down to Baja, and then I reached out and asked if they wanted a partner, and they said yes, and I got a couple new surfboards from them, so I've got a lot of surfboards now, which is exciting.
I give Greg a hard time that our title sponsor is entirely benefiting him.
It is, but it worked.
Carpe Diem says, didn't you have something for the van suspension? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Good memory.
Thank you for reminding us.
Our Coney ambassadors, and we did get that installed.
Recently.
Yeah, we're kind of hoping to get out on some dirt roads soon to kind of get a feel for how good they work.
Yeah.
Our initial feedback is...
Don't. We're going to make an initial feedback video too, so make sure you watch it.
Okay.
But the quick answer, without getting too deep, is that we're happy with them. So they are... Someone just messaged the other day. I think they paid $850 for the set, and then we paid $700 for the install. So you're looking about $1,500 upgrade. So I think it's worth it personally, but if it's a brand new vehicle, whether or not it's worth the $1,500 to everybody else, I don't know. But it's pretty comfy. I think I just did the whole video.
Yeah, you just got mad at me for giving it all away, and then you literally said everything you was gonna say.
We're 30 minutes in though, so only you guys are gonna see that, and then we'll make a video about it, and we'll be more in depth.
Yeah. Highway Wolf says that you need to get a trailer sponsor to carry all your boards.
I know, that's a problem. I'm trying to narrow it down to 3 boards, so that a short board, a medium board, and a large board. And so as they call it, short, mid, and long board.
So much for living a minimalistic lifestyle, right?
Mm-hmm. But I have 6 right now. Yeah. So I'm trying to narrow it down to 3 that'll work for all and get rid of a couple.
Yeah, so we're excited to share about Culture. We'll kind of put out an intro video talking about the company and how they are growing, and how we're going to partner with them. So that's exciting.
I ran out of stuff for show and tell, so
yeah. So we are still working through our vlog videos from the fall. We have a couple really fun ones coming up for you guys. Trying to get through those so that we can get you into the Cabo footage that we just took, and then all of the stuff that we're doing here in California. So hang tight. Sorry it's taken us so long.
We haven't really filmed anything in California, so it's good that we have a little bit of a backlog, because we don't do anything.
Yeah, we do. We just don't film it.
Okay. Wake up, go to the beach, surf, go to work. Eat dinner, go to bed. Repeat.
If you guys have anything you want to see in California, let us know. Otherwise, we're going to probably start doing some like tips and tricks videos. I know, Amy, you've given us some good ideas like storage solutions and stuff like that. So I think you also gave us an idea of like how to prep for a day hike. So we'll probably do some of that. And we appreciate those ideas. Thank you very much for sending those.
Yep.
But yeah, anything else you want to talk about the trip?
We really like Baja and wish we were going to be there all winter again.
Yeah.
But maybe next winter. Another spoiler alert. Possibly.
It's tough to leave. His mom always gets on the phone and she's like, "Are you bored yet? Like, what did you do?" And we're like, "Nothing. We just ate tacos and sat on the beach." And it's like, that's what we like to do. So, yeah, we might buy some property down there. We'll see.
I don't know if that's gonna happen, but maybe.
Yeah.
She found a good oceanfront lot right next to one of my favorite waves in the world for $38,000. So
that's tough to beat.
It is.
Yeah.
So we just need you guys to keep watching these videos so that it'll pay off. Since it's California, if you get an earthquake. Oh, I'm waiting on my first earthquake. It's on my bucket list. Man. And I have some requirements with it. I want it to be shaky enough that I know it's definitely happening. Like maybe some things falling off the wall. Not in here, obviously. But like if I were in a building, I'd like some stuff to fall down. But I don't want anybody to get hurt. It's like just enough to really know what's going down.
I think that every time there's been an earthquake, we've missed it by like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
There was even one actually in Alaska right after we left.
Yep. Missed it. Blew it.
If it happens while we're here, we're on it.
No building. Yeah, no buildings. Definitely. Yeah. I don't want it to be that extreme. Just like if it felt like it was just like that. Maybe more like.
There you go.
There you go. Like something like this.
Don't get motion sickness.
All right, that's it, guys. I'm not gonna do that anymore.
Yeah.
Any other last minute type questions? Where do you jump up?
Earthquake anxiety, where you jump up and have nowhere to go.
I think it's fine in a van because you got suspension, so it won't really do anything.
It'd be a bummer for you if it happened while you were at work and I was in the van.
People were running for the door. See, that's a little much. I mean, unless it really wasn't that bad and they were just freaking out. But you said big one, so it was probably pretty solid.
A big one in DC. Yeah, that sounds scary. And in IKEA, that's like potential for, what's it called? A stampede?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Craziness. Is that it? You got anything else?
No.
All right. Looks like
Buenas
we're wrapping.
noches. See,
Definitely
you guys got
message
it.
us. Thank you guys for coming and joining. And let us know if you have any questions.
Yeah.
Because we're always here.
Good
More
chatting with
earthquake
you.
film research.
Thanks for joining. We
Good
will
point.
resume our regularly scheduled vlogging.
Yes, next week. Thanks, guys.
All right. Night.
Bye. Did I hit it? No.